And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Magic TV tonight. We've pulled aside our under 18s coach, Tony Majurovski. Thanks for your time. Quickly, just want to ask a couple of questions so people know a bit more about you from a footballing sense. What is your earliest memory or memories of playing for Broadmeadow Magic as a junior and your senior days, I guess?
I first played for Broadmeadow at the age of 5. At that point, I was playing between the back line and the forward line, but I remember every time I played in the forward line and if I scored a goal, I'd sleep with dirty boots. So I'd have mud on my boots and I wouldn't take them off. And we shared a bunk bed with my brother. And I'd say, John, you're sleeping on the top bunk. I'm sleeping on the bottom because I've got to wear my boots. So, like I said, every time I scored, I wore boots full of mud.
Okay, I guess next question I'd like to ask you so people get to know a bit more about you is, what drew you to coach at Broadmeadow Magic after your playing days?
Well, Broadmeadow Magic's a big local club. A lot of, obviously, history with my Macedonian background. I've had a lot of friends and relatives go through the club in various capacities. A lot of them have been in the administration side of things, but also in the coaching ranks and playing ranks. So I think there was only one choice for me when the opportunity arose, and Broadmeadow was it. And the main reason on top of all that was I spent a bit of time here as a player in the senior days, probably not enough. Regrettably, maybe should have spent a bit more time here, but the fire was still burning to give back to a club and the community that's given me so much over the years. So, yeah.
At the moment, I guess we're at the midpoint of the season. You're sitting second. What would be one or two of the highlights you've seen in the first half of the season, and how that's going to pan out for the second half of the season?
The first half of the season's been quite good. We've had a fairly sort of consistent run to be sitting second on the points table. Obviously, a lot of new boys coming into the squad and having to join our last year's 16s with last year's 18s, and also integrate some new players has taken a bit of time. In saying that, the boys have hit the ground running. They've settled quite well on the points table. Like I said, we're sitting second, and the exciting thing is we've got a lot of improvement left in the squad. So even though we're sitting okay, considering all those changes that I said, I think there's a burning desire from the group to keep improving and finish as high as possible and hopefully play semi-finals.
Next question I want to ask, are you harder or easier on your own son, who was in that team, who I have seen play, is a great talent coming through the system at Broadmeadow Magic?
Am I harder or easier? I'd have to say harder, with capitals and bold and underline.
Quickly, last question I want to ask you. You go home tonight out of here, you got $15 in your wallet. What are you spending that $15 on, Tony?
Probably my wife, just so I go with the theory, happy wife, happy life. So I'd give her $15. And however she spent it, I'd be happy because I know she'd be happy.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time. We'll hopefully see you around the park in the next half of the season, and we'll catch up again at the end of the season for another season review chat. Thank you very much.
Thanks heaps. Cheers.